Will still be a little bit more tension on Cibulkova's side.
Yeah, lots of support there. Slovakian support as well. As you say, this is the first time there's been a Slovak player in the final of a Grand Slam. And for them, for their country, this is a terrific moment for Dominika Cibulkova to be coming out there. And, you know, the enormity of this moment, Greg, could get to her. We haven't seen any signs that she could be in them. How gorgeous. That she could be in the slightest bit fragile. But, you know, you never know. When you come to the final, it's a different day altogether. And here are the two players.
Well, two things happen. You either play the match of your life or you get a little bit nervous out there. And she does look a little bit nervous because it is her first time in a major final. And you have to go with experience here. As they said, Lina's fourth time in a major final. She's already won one. But for Slovakia, what a superstar. What a personality as well. And that's what we need in the women's game, something new. So it would be great either which way, but I have to go with my gut, and it's saying Lina today.
Who is towering above Cibulkova. Lina claims to be 5'8". I don't say claims because you can never be too sure of these stats. And they have Cibulkova down at 5'3", but I think it may be a little bit less.
And you know, the hardest thing on a final is that the whole tournament, there are other people in the dressing room, there are doubles players, there are singles players. You get to the final, and it's quite a lonely place. And so you have to be doing all the work yourself. I mean, I know it's a final, but it's a match, and you play through a tournament, and you play one match with the hope of playing another. Now, it's all on this match.
Let's have a listen here.
From Slovakia, Dominika Cibulkova.
Good smile from Cibulkova. She looks happy to be there. She's enjoying the moment. She's very pleased to see that wonderful bouquet of flowers handed to her, and a nice thank you as well. Great moment this for her. Absolutely fantastic.
From China, Lina.
What an ovation for Lina. They do love her there, don't they? So we're almost set to go here. Lina against Dominika Cibulkova to win the Daphne Akers Memorial Trophy. We'll be back right after this break.
Kia, the power to surprise.
Great Britain are back amongst the big boys.
Big names on the big stage as Great Britain are welcomed back to the World Elite by the USA in a sensational first-round encounter.
Wow! It's getting better and better from Andy Murray.
And France host Australia.
What a win! What a couple of days!
The Davis Cup, Friday from 12:30 p.m, live on British Eurosport 2 HD.
Is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
You the manager?
Yes, hello.
Hi. When I'm on the internet, this keeps happening.
It seems like you're downloading too much data. In future, try this.
My face.
Is there anything smaller you could watch?
I don't want smaller, I want bigger. I want helicopters shot down by police cars. People on the verge of mass destruction, saving people's lives on a daily basis. Does that sound small to you?
You could try Sky Broadband. It's totally unlimited. As am I.
Come on.
Demand more from your broadband. Switch now and get 12 months half price, totally unlimited Sky Broadband. Sky. Believe in better.
Oh.
All right, Pigeon Eye, what's Paddy's latest offer? Money back on pre-match bets if your player wins the first set but loses. Bet on the Australian Open with Paddy Power.
The Australian Open is brought to you by BetAtHome.com. Life's a game.
Kia, the power to surprise.
Welcome back. Well, these are the scenes now with the women's final just about to get underway between Lina and Dominika Cibulkova of Slovakia. Lina won the toss and chose to receive. A lovely moment at the net as well, where everyone was all smiles, and Dominika Cibulkova just looked over at Lina as if to say, isn't this fun?
Yeah, she did. I mean, Dominika has the most infectious smile. I mean, her whole face lights up, and we saw Lina pretty relaxed too. A very nice smile. So hopefully, I mean, I think what we're really hoping for is a close match, because so many of the finals of the Grand Slams on the women's side have not been as good as they might be because of tension. So we'll just hope it starts off well.
The other thing which is interesting there is choosing to receive from Lina. Obviously, we saw the VTs of Hawkeye there, and she's trying to get that return of serve in right away and hoping that Cibulkova is going to be a little bit nervous and try to get an early break and get off to that quick lead. So I think the opening game is going to be very important for Cibulkova to get that 1-love lead and settle those nerves early on in this match. And, you know, for both players, they've had a great run getting to this finals. Lina is moving up to number 3 in the world. If she wins, she's only 11 points behind Azarenka, who's world number 2. And if she can get to world number 2, that'd be a phenomenal effort. While Cibulkova, she goes to number 14. If she wins, nearly in the top 10 at 11. So big moments for ranking points, getting the ranks up. But it's all about this trying to win a major. This is what you go down in history from, is winning these big events. So Cibulkova wants to put her name on that list of Grand Slam champions. But Lina, on the other hand, is trying to win her second one, which is always a little bit more difficult, as Mr. Lendl has told us.
Yes, well, Lina, of course, won the French in 2011. Been here twice, would love to win it a third time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's going to be ready for this match. She's going to know that she has to play well, because even if Cibulkova loses her opening service game, judging by the results she's had all tournament, she can break serve just as readily as with her own.
Indeed, can't wait for this. Thank you, Greg and Virginia. Let's join our commentators, Joe Deary and David Mercer.
In 2011, she won the French Championship on the clay of Roland Garros.
Great to have you with us. And here is the route through for Dominika Cibulkova. Just the 1-set drop to Maria Sharapova, and beating 4 seeds in a row, plus a Grand Slam champion, in fact, Jessica Schiavone in the first round. I have never seen her play like this, match in, match out.
No, she's just bringing her finest tennis to this, and I really hope she does the same tonight, because this could be such a good match. I mean, they're very similar players, but you know, with Cibulkova having not been to a final before, you just think she is going to have a few nerves. She's only human after all, but I love her personality.
Wuhan is in Hubei province in China. Representing the over 30s, there's so many of them on the tour. Terrific year last year. She's actually defended already her title in Shenzhen, got to the final of the Tour Championships in Istanbul, and here lost to Victoria Azarenka, of course. Semis of the US Open, quarters of Wimbledon. And as a result of reaching the final, she will move up to number 3 in the rankings when the new rankings come out on Monday.
I think it puts it into perspective, Dave, when you think Wuhan has a population of 10 million and the whole of Slovakia has a population of 5.5. So there we go. How many people have been watching Lina tonight in China?
Well, probably at least 100 million. Also dropped just the 1 set to Lucy Safarova, of course. Had a match point to the Czech, but couldn't put it away. Missed by inches. It was a decision that was referred to Hawkeye, and it was just out.
Yeah, she says she was very lucky to get through, but you know, use your luck. And if you can just squeeze through something like that, and then you start playing very well, which, you know, Li Na has, particularly her backhand. It's been ferocious at times on court, the way that she's hit it from corner to corner.
If she does win tonight, it will be, she'll become the 4th woman to win a major since being match point down. In the Australian Open from match point down, Monica Seles did it, Jennifer Capriati, and Serena Williams has done it twice. This lovely arena holds 15,000, absolutely the right size for a tennis court, and it's packed to the rafters. Li Na won the spin of the coin, chose to receive.
First set. Dominika Cibulkova to serve. Play.
The women's final of the 2014 Australian Open. We served 2 aces in the championships.
Well, she never gets an easy ride, does she, with her own service games, but she knows how to fight. Well, that's quite interesting that Li Na's, you know, not full out. Even she's going to be a bit nervous. After all, she is meant to win this match. So a little bit of pressure on her. She's breathing deeply, both trying to run off those nerves.
Nope, too long. You feel the tournament deserves a great final because we've had some fabulous matches. Huge upsets, of course, with defeats for the top 3. Serena Williams, Victoria Azarenka and Maria Sharapova. The emergence of the Canadian teenager, Eugenie Bouchard, who's into the top 20 now.
Well, that's the shot you expect Li Na to really hammer away. That was missed by quite a way. It's always a bundle of energy, Cibulkova, between points as well. She kind of bounces the ball, she strides around.
Glad to say all the problems with the roof of yesterday have been fixed. It is firmly and fully open. It's been a quite nice sunny day, but quite cool, with a very stiff breeze earlier.
Yeah, only 18 degrees. Perfect tennis weather.
First double fault gives Li Na a first break point. They're getting us ready for going home, Joe.
Oh, no.
Oh, another backhand miss. Went well
Service.
You can definitely see the nerves in Lena. I don't think she's moving that well yet. She's certainly not flowing.
No sun to worry about, of course, of this time of an evening. Quarter to 8. Well, that's more like it from Lena. Second break point.
Yeah, fist pump from her. That must have felt a whole lot better.
Advantage, Lee.
I would imagine that Cibulkova is going to try and keep it off the backhand side. She doesn't want to be hitting too many balls that way, because this might be the outcome.
Two doubles in the opening game for Cibulkova. Lena rather presented in the end with the immediate break.
But at least, you know, Cibulkova got herself going, got herself running. There were a few rallies that she was in. And yeah, the pressure isn't all one way. I know it's Cibulkova's first final, but for sure Lena's going to be feeling this.
Winner tonight takes away 2,650,000 Australian dollars, which according to my currency converter is 1,398,852 pounds.
Ooh, tasty.
The runner-up gets exactly half. Of course, the men tomorrow night, Rafael Nadal and Stanislav Wawrinka, yet the same.
Yes, a few more directed to the forehand side. Yeah, again, not a good move from Lee, as though she saw it really late.
15-30.
Aussies have christened her the pocket rocket. Still the tension pretty obvious. We've had 9 unforced errors between them now. And just the one clean winner. Make that 2 clean winners. They've both been backhands down the line from Lina.
Yeah, you've got to be so aware that that is her best shot. You haven't got enough depth on it. She can go either way. Shoulders kept right down that line.
Game Lee.
Solid enough from Lee.
Lee leads 2 games to love.
What I like about Dominika, she started the year and she's, you know, worked hard with her coach to come on courts, and she said, I don't want to play, you know, 2 people out there. I don't want to play myself and my opponent. And she's gone about her tennis in such, well, great attitude, really.
Quite great, finding the range yet. Cibulkova lost to Serena Williams in Brisbane, to Angelique Kerber in Sydney. So played a couple of warm-up tournaments, of course. Lee now winning and defending her title in Shenzhen. That's Dominika's fiancé with the beard, Miso Navarra. They've been engaged for a couple of years now, but she was telling Sam Smith after one of her earlier rounds that well, we're too busy to get married.
Yeah. Well, that second serve didn't really go anywhere. She has a very crouched position now. That's something that's changed in her serve. You can see Lee just got out of the way of it very nicely that time. Shifts her body weight.
Lucky to get away with that. Cibulkova dropped the ball very short indeed.
30.
Really needs to win this game just to settle her down. Don't worry about that strapping. She's had it all through the tournament.
Yeah, only just missing. The range is coming. If she's not careful there's the crouched position. Extraordinary. It's kind of over-exaggerated now.
Break point then for a 3-love lead. Yep. I mean, Lee should have done so much more with the approach shot, but Cibulkova took full advantage.
Of course, being talked about such a lot, Lee now coming to the net more often, and with the coach Carlos Rodriguez encouraging it. And she said, you know, you want to keep going up the rankings, you've got to improve. You've got to look for different things to improve. Gradually, she's getting into her swing here. Cibulkova, first one way, then the other.
Thank you.
Perhaps it was Cibulkova's turn not to do enough off that high ball.
Most definitely. And also, a little stumble. Of course, last year she fell twice and twisted her ankle. She says she's going to try and keep on her feet this time. But that's just nerves as well. And your legs don't feel quite like they belong to you sometimes. Yeah, she just couldn't keep it off the Linar backhand, which is starting to work very, very well. The depth and the hit that she gets off it time and again.
Another break point for a 3-love lead.
Swung a little early on that. Cibulkova's got to go to the forehand side more often. She's just got to try and break it down.
Advantage, Cibulkova.
That will do Dominika Cibulkova the world of good. Twice within a point of going down love 3. She's on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
À vos marques, prêts? C'est une course. 5 heures, 5 sets, 6,5 km. Je cours 2 km à droite, 3 km à gauche. En avant sur 870 mètres. En arrière sur 520 mètres. Sprint sur 100 mètres. Sauter à 99 mètres. Plonge à 10 mètres. Et glisse sur 300 mètres, ce qui laisse 11 mètres pour célébrer la victoire.
Thank you, players are ready.
2-1 then, Linar leads. Could so easily have been 3-love. Quite a late call, but no challenge.
Well, I never. An easy backhand. Yes, that last game from Cibulkova, well worth fighting for.
Net for serve.
Cibulkova changed her racket as well at the end of last year. It's a slightly heavier, wider version. She's thinking it's going to give her more power, and I think it has.
Some people think it was a double fault, forgetting that the first serve was in fact a let. Good depth on the second delivery, rather caught Cibulkova by surprise. Yeah, lots of tinkering going on. Roger Federer, of course, was also with a slightly longer racket. Lina with changes to her grip. Ooh, and now overall by Caroline Kramer. Get no challenge.
Well, it's lovely. It's just a lovely backhand. You know, of course, all things you should be doing in the off-season is working on your game, because if you think all your opponents, everyone else out there is trying to improve, so you've got to try and improve, and exactly what Lina's been saying. Coming to the net more, changing her grip a little bit on the serve and the backhand. Oop, just saved herself from a nasty fall there.
Well, riding her luck a little in that game. The net caught, followed by miss-hit forehand, but it's 3-1.
It's 3-1.
Yeah, I don't think that Lee's entirely comfortable at the moment. Her opponent just isn't playing quite well enough to cause her too many problems. A lot of emotion out there. What a huge match for the pair of them.
Ten unforced errors from both of them now. Lina has 6 winners to Cibulkova's 1. 5 of those 6 have come from the backhand.
Lee just over-rotating on that one. Because it was sitting up nicely. Tried to project herself forward to it.
14-15.
Third double fault for Cibulkova, but if you're going to double fault, it's the best time to do it. It's never a good time.
And actually, Cibulkova's backhand down the line's been working pretty well lately, especially the last couple of matches. And she said it's something that she concentrated on.
Another one flies long from Lina. Cibulkova narrows the gap again, but Lina still has the lead. It's 3-2.
Leads 3 games to 2.
Here comes an ace, mark my words. Like an open book.
Well done, sir. But it's really...
'em. The Australian Open is brought to you by BetAtHome.com. Life's a game.
Three-two then. Just the one break in the opening game. By far the best rally of the match. And maybe now the two women are getting rid of the nerves, conquering the inhibitions that come with the occasion.
That's more like it, yes. That was full out hitting from the pair of them. But, you know, I think if Cibulkova really can get going, Lee might get a little shaky. Very good from Lee. She had her feet in the air. She was driving through the forehand side. It's when she tries to steer the forehand that it gets a bit dodgy. That she absolutely believed in.
15-13.
There's been a few looks from Lee also up to Carlos Rodriguez. A couple of them a little bit panicky.
There he is. Carlos, former coach of Justinella, and of course, just a little encouraging nod. Oh dear. The first double fault. And it brings up the first break points of the match for Cibulkova. Two double faults in a row. And we're level at 3-all after exactly half an hour. So the Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup. Daphne Ackhurst won the title here 4 times in the 1920s and then again in 1930. What are you doing?
You go and have a try. He's a good tennis player as well.
Yeah, played Davis Cup.
Long.
4 points in a row now for Cibulkova. It's interesting. Played here. I've been waiting for the Japanese men to arrive. The women have been around for over a decade now. Did I say Japanese? I meant it was Chinese.
Yes.
Cibulkova really now seemingly opening out, beginning to hit through with real conviction.
Flying across the court and into the shot. As though something's been unleashed.
Yeah, this now is the sort of form that has disposed of the likes of Sharapova and Radvanska.
Well, as Cibulkova's come out of herself, it looks like Linar's gone into a shell at the moment.
Pretty close to me, but again, no challenge.
Oh, 14-15.
Four doubles for the Slovak. Those are great stats. He had, in fact, won 6 points in a row prior to that double.
Yes.
And a super swinging serve. And it's 3 games in a row more significantly. And he lip-tack, her coach and Fed Cup captain on his feet. 3.
Here comes an ace, mark my words. Like an open book.
Well done, sir. But it's really...
is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
Kia, the power to surprise.
New balls.
Lina better start getting some serves in. First serve percentage so far, 13-1-3.
Yeah, I think probably just going behind in the score might just loosen Lee up, because she looks so strained in those last two games in particular.
Two really good points for Lina.
Oh, just kind of pulls off the forehand again.
13-15. Net for serve.
Again, you can see the flow in the first serve, not quite there. It's a little jerky. Yeah, good footwork, busy footwork around the ball. And that was a far better serve.
14-15.
And the little lookers to the box as if to say, okay, I'm getting better now.
Yeah, that was going to be a serve volley if it had gone in.
Even the pocket rocket couldn't get to that one. So now signs that both women are finding their best form, and that's what
4 games
we want. Both of them playing well at the same time.
It's what we hoped for, because some of these rallies could be so entertaining. We got, I know Cibulkova couldn't get that one, but she was running side to side, and she can chase a few down and then suddenly go from defence to attack.
For all as we come up to the 40-minute mark. Just missing that time. Nothing wrong with the strike.
15
She likes to sniff the balls, doesn't she? Cibulkova, she's got that funny little habit. If Lee is starting to strike it a little bit better, you expect more of those off the return. There's not that much difference really between the first and second serve. Deep enough though on the serve.
Well, he opened up early there. It's very square on when she actually hit the ball. Yeah. The danger for Cibulkova is clearly now, as you suggested, targeting the forehand of Lina. You can sometimes play your opponent into form.
Yes, you can. It can go both ways. If you keep sort of hammering at a shot, you can also break it down.
Well, the fact that she attempted the drop shot was a sign that she is feeling a lot more comfortable out there, but good speed from Lina.
Yeah.
Great racket control.
Really good. You could hear the feet hitting the court and then just flicks it down there. So controlled.
More winners, more errors from Lina. Double fault number 5, and whereas number 4 was at 40 love, not that expensive. That could very well be very expensive.
Yeah, very good return, urging herself on.
Advantage Lee.
Again, the footwork, look at that, doesn't stop. Oh no. Oh, rather steered it again.
One significant difference in the stats. Lina, 1 break out of 5 break points. Cibulkova, 1 break out of 1 break point. She knows she's had the chances. And they've both now had one lucky net court each.
Advantage, Cibulkova.
Yeah, not a lot you can do. Just run forward as soon as you hear it hit the net, because it's pretty sure to go over.
Too many errors off that forehand wing again from Lina. Cibulkova holds from break point down and leads 5-4 in the opening set.
Cibulkova leads 5-4.
Is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
Why this watch? This watch has witnessed the magic of Melbourne, the promise of a new season, and a Grand Slam's most ardent fans. It's seen a national hero become a legend. The epic endured. And a four-time champion crowned. It doesn't just tell time, it tells history.
The Australian Open is brought to you by BetAtHome.com. Life's a game.
Thank you. Seats quickly, please. Thank you. Players are ready.
Lina having to wait while some people are settled down. Serving to stay in the opening set then. Yeah. As you say, Joe, when she really commits to the forehand and swings freely through it, she gets the spin and the control.
Yeah, when she's slightly uncertain, she kind of holds off at the shoulders, come up. There, the shoulders stayed right down and through it. Took that very early, Cibulkova. She could hardly sit still at the changeover, bouncing up and down in her seat. She couldn't wait to get out and get going. Still having a good few looks at second serves.
At least she's soared up from 18% to 33% of first serves in. Cibulkova, by the way, 71%.
No, not quite positioned right for that.
40-15.
The ball coming cross court, you want to change it to down the line, you'd better be in the right position.
Terrific return that time. I just get the impression now that Cibulkova is over her earlier anxiety. I'm not sure that Lina is. Alex Stober on the left, the trainer. Carlos Rodriguez always sits behind them. That's was a timely moment in the match, the first ace. At 40-30 when you're 4-5 down. Thank you very much.
Yes, take the pressure off a bit. It really gets up to this one. Stretches herself.
$50 minutes gone, 5-all.
Very good pressure from Cibulkova, who just kept on. She stood up to the baseline. She didn't back off.
15 long.
Just wants her towel here on the 24th stroke of the rally. And this is what we came to see. Some blistering exchanges between the two women. Both striking the ball well. I've got the more heart, as if might be the suggestion there. Oh, no, you haven't. Well, it's just pantomime season.
Stepped right up and hit through. Couldn't have been better placed, really.
Six double.
15-13.
She's only won 4 points behind her second serve. 4 of 15. In contrast, he's won 10 of 16 behind her second delivery. Great play by Lina. And it's the opportunity to break, to move ahead. 6-5.
Well, this time Lee just keeping the pressure on. As soon as she got her opponent running out of position, there it was. Eyed this up. Favourite shot.
Lina does move ahead with a break for the second time in the match. And she will serve for the opening set at 6-5.
Leads.
Is ready to serve you with the power to surprise.
Serving for the opening set then, Linar. I'm never really convinced by Linar on the drive volley, the forehand. She didn't thoroughly commit to it, but got to the winning end of the point. And kept her eye on the ball really well there, because it was almost a double hit from Cibulkova, and often you get a very strange bounce off those. Nope.
15 all.
Well, the gap was there. That's an awkward shot from Lee.
15-13.
Nice deep shot, though, by Cibulkova.
It would be interesting to see the shot pattern of Cibulkova now, because the vast majority of her shots are coming at the forehand of Linar.
Yes, and Lee immediately running around. She's going to hit that off the backhand at the moment. One of her better serves.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Had it, but had to get the ball over the net.
Did the hard work of getting to the drop shot and playing a decent shot back off it. It just shows you, doesn't it? Make your opponent play at the net. You never know.
Break back point.
There's a bit of a miss hit from Lee on the backhand side before she hit that one. We're a bit lucky there. That one, she didn't get hold of it at all, but this one, a load of spin on it. Something she's been working on very hard with Carlos Rodriguez, to give a bit more spin on that forehand side.
This time it's Cibulkova whose body gets a little ahead of her racket
Advantage Lee.
and pulls that forehand well wide. Exactly an hour they've been playing, and it's set point.
judges.
Mutterings from Lee. That surely is the shot she wants. Backhand down the line.
Turn right into the corner, sets up the winner. Second break back point.
No fuss at all on the last shot here. Just rotates into it, very high on the bounce.
Cibulkova breaks back for the second time. And this opening set will go to the tie-break.
Well,
6 games all.
Lee certainly had her chances there.
Both players
Allowed
received
Cibulkova
one
back
additional
into this.
challenge.
Tie breaks, as we know, can be a little bit of a lottery.
They've played two tie-breaks against each other. Lee's won both of them, the first 7-4, the second 7-1. Really struggling still to win points behind the second serve, Cibulkova.
1-0, Lee.
Just 1-4.
Lying in wait, Lee. Exactly where she wants it.
Where was that one on set point?
There we go. Different pressure. Not as tight, and the shoulders work.
This time it's Cibulkova who benefits from a slight miss-hit on the return.
Yeah, good follow-up.
2-1, Lee.
She watched carefully to see what Lee would do with it. And jumps on it.
Thank you.
Ah, well, you see, you may not have confidence in that drive volley, Joe.
Well done. Yeah, it was fantastic the way Cibulkova kept in the point with her defence. It really was. And she made Lee work for this.
The players, please do not call out during the rally. Thank you.
With total confidence in that drive volley, that's for sure.
Cibulkova, rather like Federer in the first set tiebreak last night. Hasn't won a point on serve so far.
Yeah, it really looks though that return fired straight back, took Cibulkova by surprise.
A very useful lead to be changing ends with 5-1.
Yeah, finding the serve now, Lee. It has improved the second half of this set. And she'll be relieved that she can rely on it a bit more now to get a cheap point like that.
Yeah, remember at one stage it was 18% of first serves in. It's now up to 50, which tells you that in the last few service games it has improved dramatically. Challenge.
Lee's challenging a call on the right baseline.
Stop players, you have to.
The ball was called in.
Yeah, it was straight away. She was right there after all.
Oh. Right there, but not right.
5-2.
Catches a slither of the line.
Lovely to be able to run on to the pass.
Yeah, great move.
5-3.
Lee hitting the ball pretty well. That lovely shot from Cibulkova there, and then she had her pick, actually. She could have gone either way on the pass.
Amazing how a player can slide into the ball on the hard court. She got it back to 5-4. It would have been very interesting.
6-3. Lee.
Instead, 9 minutes after her first set point, Lee has 3 more. First 8 games of that set, instantly forgettable. The rest of it, terrific stuff. Lee relieved to get through it after an hour and 10 minutes on the tiebreak.
The Manor House and Ashbury Hotels in the heart of Devon. All of our extensive sport and leisure facilities are included in the price of your break. Enjoy 5 indoor and 5 outdoor tennis courts and golf on our 7 and 18-hole courses. Autumn to spring full board breaks with free golf buggies makes for a great value getaway. Call 0800 118 2561 or visit golfandtennishotel.co.uk for your free brochure.
Australian Open was always the Grand Slam that you can look for some underdogs.
It comes down to who was willing to put the hours in over Christmas and come out firing.
If they've changed something in their game, the Australian Open is where you're going to see it.
Makes it slightly more unpredictable. You haven't had recent form to take into account.
Some top guys are not ready, so always somebody sneaks in.
I don't think it's very realistic to back an outsider.
It's worth looking at the early rounds to see who is the form player. You can really take great advantage.
Get a 100% deposit bonus with Unibet.
You could be naughty in the park, racing badgers for a lark, while Hive is busy controlling your heating at home.
When it's raining cats and dogs. When there are leaves on the line. When it's the wrong kind of snow. When there are 4 seasons in just one day. Quattro, the legendary all-wheel drive system from Audi. Available on 43 models.
Second set. Lead to serve.
Lee serving, start of the second set. It's a second serve.
Love 15.
Well, actually, I thought Lee turned it on in the tie-break. She hit some wonderful shots. Suddenly looked very confident. Well, Dominika isn't going to give this up without a fight, and with her personality, you'd expect her to come storming back.
Feeling that on that let court the ball was going out until the net diverted it.
15,
yeah, for sure.
To remember as well that Lee won the first set of both her previous finals here. Kim Clijsters and Victoria Azarenka both came back to win.
Got him very fast. Didn't want that to come down any lower. Drilled down the line and then chased it up.
Game lead.
Very good hold for Lina from love 30.
Second set.
Because as you were saying, Joe, she mustn't give Cibulkova any encouragement.
No, I think, you know, after a tight set, 7-6, it's quite easy just to feel that sense of relief that you've got through when perhaps you haven't been playing your best. And going love 30 down, she really had to make herself get back focused. A little gesture from Dominika after losing that game over to her supporters. A little bit of frustration. She's trying to get the best out of herself. Yep, there we go.
Thought for a moment she was getting herself in a bit of a tangle, but it was the right decision to leave the ball in the end. Just a little difference between points won behind first and second.